I'd like you to stay tuned to TNT next Wednesday for a huge announcement. And please join us next Wednesday here on AEW Dynamite, where we'll follow up on one of the most important announcements ever in the history of AEW.
We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your hosts, Lee Rodriguez.
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes.
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman.
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris.
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
And our good buddy Mahoney.
And Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire. Your dick's so hot.
Come on. It's so good.
It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. What's happening, everybody? Today is Tuesday, May 16th, 2023. This is episode number 630 of the Panels on Pages podcast, and the whole gang's here. I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nyes.
What? When?
Jose Guzman.
What just happened?
I muted myself. I muted myself
Kelly
and
Harris.
realized it only after I already said my thing. So I said it again.
Viva Luigi!
And a good buddy, Mahoney. What's up, Mahoney?
I did not realize Baby Mario was a real thing. I thought he was just a creation for Mario Kart.
Jose's
Yeah,
back
straight up
1
thing.
week, and he's busting my balls for being on mute.
Hey, all it takes is once. All it takes is once.
Also, it wasn't until the opener that I was like, wait, is this whole episode about wrestling?
I mean, whatever, man. We're just vibing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've been at this for a long time, and we will sometimes bring you just well-crafted, well-planned, well-executed content. This ain't one of those days. We're just fucking around today, and that's okay. Because, you know, it's a fucking free show. What do you want?
Those are usually the better episodes, and we're all here.
Yeah.
We all, I'm sure, got some sort of story or opinion.
Oh, yeah. We got adventures. We got tales. It's going to be good.
Mahoney, while we're getting moving, you have to figure out what you think Tony Khan's most important announcement in the history of AEW is going to be.
He's probably not going to be the mascot for the Frosted Flakes anymore.
I told you to think about it.
I don't need to. I'm always ready.
Matt Cardona over here.
Yep.
I don't get that.
Yeah, you hear that, Mahoney? You're Matt Cardona. You hear that?
Say woo woo woo.
I don't know what that means.
Mahoney can't wait until Seth Rollins is in the Serpent Society.
I'm very excited to see the Serpent Society. I didn't think that was real. Like, I had seen, of course, the leaks of, like, oh, the Serpent Society's going to be in it, but I thought, like, not really.
Yeah,
you know?
I thought for sure it was just a joke about Seth Rollins' stupid outfits.
Yeah, no, he's
No, I think it's real.
on set. And it's kind of perfect.
I still don't really think it's going to be about the Serpent Society. I more buy into the whole
No,
thing
I
about
think
it's
they'll
a
be
Hulk
there.
movie.
Yeah, it's a Hulk
But-
movie.
Yeah. I think they'll be around.
They're going to get their asses beat by a bunch of Hulks is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
want
is
them
that
to do
that's
the
word? That's,
the
Hulk City?
probably. I
That's
want them
what
to
they're
do
saying,
the
right?
Heroes Reborn thing with the Serpent or Brothers of the Serpent that are led by the Nick Fury LMD. That would be cool.
Holy shit, that is a deep cut, Kelly. I'm not
I
mad
want to
about it,
see
but
Nick
super
Fury
deep cut.
DTF take over.
Well, that's just Nick Fury at any given moment.
This is not normal Nick Fury.
Yeah.
No one knows more about Heroes Reborn than Kelly.
Dude, I fucking love Heroes Reborn.
Big titty fan.
Hell yeah.
Man, you guys.
You got the Wildcats up in there. you got them killing each other in the last 4 issues, and you can't even reprint those anymore because no one has the rights to all of it.
I don't
Oh,
know.
for real?
Yeah, in any of the collections, if you go to your comic store and pick up Fantastic Four Heroes Reborn Complete Collection, the last issue is not in there because
Wow.
the last issue of each of the 4 of them was the
Yeah,
World War III crossover with all of the Wildstorm characters and shit in there. And since DC has the rights to all the Wildstorm characters, they will not agree to let those be reprinted.
That's pretty remarkable. I think
Yeah.
I straight up threw those out.
Good books. Good books.
Have we ever determined where the rift happened between Marvel and DC?
Probably those baseball games.
Oh, the company baseball games?
Yeah, I would bet money that it all stems from the company baseball games that Marvel used to just whip DC's ass at every year until they eventually stopped doing them, and I'm gonna guess that's a big part of why they don't do anything together anymore.
That's insane.
I've heard that, and because Joe Quesada used to talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But like, is Joe
Talk a lot of
Quesada-
shit on that field.
Is Joe
Yeah, I
Quesada
think they're
even
definitely
involved?
tied together.
Somebody test Joe Quesada for PEDs.
Yeah, so I think that's why it all fell apart. The closest thing they did recently was to put out the Avengers JLA trade to help George Perez while his health was failing.
Well, good that they set aside their personal fucking baseball squabble.
Yeah.
It's a weird, like, at what was there a point in history where DC was on top?
Maybe in '89.
Maybe.
I mean,
'Cause,
DC and like Death
They
of Superman.
briefly, when the New 52 came out, they like took the top spot, didn't they? For
Yeah.
like a month or two.
Yeah.
But like other than that, they have like regularly, routinely been the second biggest publisher for like 60 years. It's like, get over it.
You think even
Yeah.
during like Death of Superman time?
Well, I mean, that was like what, one issue? You know, like one issue, fine.
Yeah, and
whatever,
also you
but,
have
like,
that right around the same time is X-Men 1, Spider-Man 1, all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
And then you
like,
got
I
the
think
softball
Marvel has
challenge.
destroyed them in sales consistently for their entire history, and it's like at some point you have to just suck it up and be like, we're number 2.
Yeah.
Talk shit if you want. That's just the reality.
He
Maybe
said, fuck that. We're going to play him one more year in baseball and beat him next year.
Yeah,
maybe James Gunn can be the bridge.
Maybe.
maybe.
James Gunn's going to be the bridge between Marvel and DC, and then he's also going to solve the nuclear crisis.
Yeah, but how
And
good is he
terrorism.
at baseball?
I've been seeing a lot of TikToks about James Gunn since Guardians 3 came out. And a lot of people being like, James Gunn is going to single-handedly save the DCEU. Like, because look what he did. And I'm like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I really liked James. I liked all 3 of the Guardians movies. And I think that he's great. But, like, we already saw him do a DC movie. And that DC movie was nice. And we all kind of enjoyed it. But
I
it, like,
fucking love
that-
that Suicide
That's like
Squad
the
movie.
best DC movie by a mile.
I agree. It is by far the best DC movie, but it is not.
And Peacemaker.
I'm like, I'm
It's
going
like
to save the DCEU level quality.
Well,
I don't know. I put that top 5 superhero movie ever.
Yeah, and it's funny because it was never meant to be the linchpin of the DC universe or the best top 5
and it was released in
superhero
the middle
movies
of the
all time.
pandemic too.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a James Gunn movie, and it definitely was.
Oh yeah.
But I think just that fucking giant CGI star, he can handle it.
Hell yeah.
We'll see, though. We'll see.
Well,
because
it also doesn't help that he's being handed a pile of shit to start with. And
Yeah,
it's like,
and-
oh, this is the James Gunn era. Time for Flashpoint.
I think we will
And Aquaman
know
too.
how
and Blue
James
Beetle.
Gunn's DC is going to go, depending on how good The Flash is, because he said that it's
But
the
that's the
best
thing, like-
superhero movie of
Yeah.
all time.
See,
I already told you what I thought about
We
that.
may never even get to see the James Gunn era because the shit they've piled on top of him might kill the whole thing before he even gets a chance. to put his
That's
stamp
my
on it.
fear, is that we'll never actually see his stuff because they're gonna fucking kill it beforehand.
Well, I
Somebody,
mean, DC going to
fucking-
DC, right?
Yeah.
you know, cancel everything. Warner Brothers is going to be like, hey, we've lost $11 billion on these fucking superhero pictures the past couple of years because they suck.
Right.
Kick rocks, Jimmy.
Yeah, and somebody's gonna be like, no, we hired James Gunn. He's gonna fix it. And they're gonna be like, we are done. We give up. Like, we are out. You know?
And then Marvel's going to back the Brinks truck up.
Yep.
Yep.
Or
We'll be back.
fucking Image, fucking Wildstorm, or
Oh shit! Give me a James Gunn Wildcats movie next week. Go.
yeah, Youngblood,
Fuck yeah.
Agents of Atlas.
Yes, he would be a great Agents of Atlas guy. Think you like Rocket? Wait till you meet Gorilla Man.
I can't wait.
Love it. Yeah, I ain't got shit really going on. It's been kind of nice. We had a very super chill weekend. A few weeks ago, I made a reservation for lunch for Mother's Day. We're gonna do the whole thing because fucking got a great wife, great mom, all that good shit. So we're gonna treat her up real good.
You do have a great mom.
Yeah, let's be clear, Lee. You were talking about the same person.
Yes, yeah, same person. My great wife, who is also a great mom. Yes, they're the same person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my mistake.
Yeah. See how you get those two mixed up.
Yeah.
But
For
and
Mother's
then-
Day, Lee just went over and brought her DoorDash inside.
so I want to say it was maybe Thursday. She was like, "Hey, would you be mad if I asked you to cancel the reservation and we just kind of stayed and had a chill day at home on Sunday?" And I'm like, "Have we met? Of course I wouldn't be mad at
Like,
that. That's
maybe I give you a
fucking great
blowjob?
news."
Yeah.
I'm like, is that an option? Can we just not do shit for Mother's Day and Father's Day? Because that's all I've wanted to do for 15 years.
Yeah, for real.
All right. Check
We
this
did.
out.
We had we were at home except for except for when she left to go get a 90-minute massage and then she came back. So
Fuck
it
yeah.
was
Hell yeah.
a kick-ass
Cool.
day. Yeah, she fucking
That
got a
sounds
massage,
wonderful.
came back, I made dinner. It was great.
I
So
think
I'm like, huh.
no Mother's Day, no Father's Day is cool if you can all agree to it. But what we do, our little life hack, is we do Mother's Day on Saturday.
There you go.
Because
Go
fuck
on.
that. Fuck going out on Sunday. Do it Saturday. Everybody's already getting ready to go out Sunday, so they're not going out Saturday.
No, that's not a bad move.
And who
That's
gives
kinda
a
genius.
shit if it's Saturday or Sunday? It's Mother's
Yeah,
Day whenever
who
you
are
want it
to
to
tell
be.
me what day to celebrate
Yeah,
with my family.
exactly. Me and Mary do that for like Valentine's Day too. We go out on like February 10th just to avoid everything.
That's actually really fucking smart.
I've started lighting off
Pretty good.
fireworks in October.
Oh, when did
Kelly's-
you move
Kelly's
into my
neighbors do
neighborhood?
those. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like New Year's when you watch it,
Yes.
the countdown on YouTube and pretend 9 is midnight.
Yes. Yes. Work smarter, not harder.
Mhm.
Right. No, that's good moves. I'm not mad about that. Very good moves. But yeah, there was that. I fucking Been playing with my toys, taking fucking pictures and building things. I finished up the Shoto Super Go-Kaigers, and they look pretty dope. Little pirate superheroes. And other than that, I've been going hog wild in this fucking Muppet show, the Electric Mayhem show on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
it is just a delight. I fucking love that. I love it.
I have come around on it so much.
2 left?
Yeah, we have 2 left too.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Like I burned through a lot of that. That's not something I typically do, but I had to, every time I got a minute, I'm like, I can squeeze out a Muppets, and it's pretty fucking fun.
The Muppet shit is so good. Like their characterizations, their little non sequiturs, stories, whatever. I fucking laugh. Dr. Teeth is so good. Zoot is amazing. It's really good.
The last one I watched last night, they were making a documentary about the making of the album,
which was the idea I had. Should be the whole show.
Right. And so like one of the beelines in that episode was all Zoot heard was that they're making a movie, and so he spent the whole episode calling out people that he think would be good to play him, and they were always dead. He's like, I think Elvis Presley should play me, and like, oh, he died. Like, what? When?
Yeah, that was my intro.
Like, yeah. I got it.
Now I get the what when. I just thought you were on mute. You were talking to somebody else. like Mary came in with some important news.
Yeah.
So you muted it, but you accidentally unmuted it, and you're like, "What? When?" But no, Muppets.
I get it.
Eventually, Morgan Freeman comes down to the basement dressed like Zoot. And Morgan Freeman's like, this is gonna be the role of a lifetime.
Oh my God.
And the most unbelievable part of that episode is when Kevin Smith showed up to direct a movie.
Yeah. God damn.
Ouch.
They kept referring to Kevin Smith as a filmmaker, and it's like, no, this dude is a podcaster now.
It's very, very good though. I like it a lot. I did notice though, because you talked about watching the Muppet movie recently, kind of as a result of that, and like those old Muppet movies, that you have your Muppet cast, but then also like you got a shitload of like background Muppets. Like, there are Muppets everywhere in the world. They're all over the fucking place, and that is definitely one thing you don't get with this show. Like, it's the Mayhem, the manager, like Dr. T's parents, like them's your Muppets. Like, there's no like ancillary background Muppets, and that is kind of weird.
Well, to be fair, in rewatching the Muppet movie, besides like the screening room where they're going to watch the movie, and then like the big Rainbow Connection scene at the end, there aren't whole lot of background Muppets. It's all the Muppets that you meet. Kermit, Fozzie, Piggy, Gonzo, Electric Mayhem, Ralph. But one of them is in every scene, essentially. There's always a Muppet in a scene. And that was my big problem with Mayhem right off the bat, is there were scenes between Lily Singh and her sister, and there were no Muppets involved. And I'm like, where are the Muppets?
You posted that video of you saying, where are the Muppets? And I thought you were posting a video of whatever the two of them were talking about.
Right.
But the volume was so low.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I turned my volume as high as it goes.
Yep.
And like put my phone near my ear and was like, what are they saying? And then you're like, where are the Muppets? I was like, Christ.
Well, sorry, I guess I don't know video etiquette.
You absolutely got me.
I'm trying to learn the TikTok.
Threw me out of my chair.
Fun show though.
We watched all of Muppet Movie to prove the thesis that they don't do scenes without Muppets. The closest it comes is when Doc Hopper hires like all them bounty hunters, and they're shooting at the Kermit target. Like, that's the only time. But I mean, there's a fake Kermit, so kind of there's a Muppet in the scene. But then it's like this show is very much about the human characters, which is jarring at first because I want more.
I don't know. It's mostly about the band, though, for sure. Like,
I mean, Lily Singh is the main character.
Okay, you keep referring to her by her whole name. Like, is she a person before this? Like, what's your fucking story?
She was a YouTuber who then got a late night show that got canceled, and I guess they're still trying to make her happen.
Weird.
She had a whole fucking late night show that came and went, and I
Dude.
had no idea.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This is what it's like to be
I
completely
think-
out of touch.
I think
Real
she
cool.
replaced Carson Daly.
Oh, that show doesn't count. That was on at like 1 a.m.
I mean, it's a late night show.
I guess.
Speaking of being out of touch, fucking, so they're looking for a producer for their album, and they're naming off name producers: Rick Rubin, Quincy Jones, Dr. Dre, so and so, and then they name drop Zed, and I'm like, oh, I've never heard of that name before. This must be some sort of Muppet music producer. No, Zed, actual dude who I've never seen or never heard of before, but Mahoney did clue us in on some of his famous songs, and dude definitely.
Yeah, and then Mahoney filled in his entire discography.
Yeah.
I sent you like 4 of his most famous songs.
He definitely had an era and a sound, and that is prominently featured in the show. And then at one point they're recording with Zed, and they bring in this one chick who I assumed was like a intern or a secretary or something, but then they called her by her full name, and I was like, oh, this is a famous singer that I've never heard of. Good for her. And it's like, I get they're trying to hit that youth demo, but just like with
Also,
Willow.
the fucking oldie guys too. They also had Cheech and Chong.
Oh yeah.
and,
They
know,
got a
fucking-
bunch of appropriate cameos. I just don't know. Like with Willow, I don't know if the audience for the Electric Mayhem show really is big Zed fans.
Yeah,
or what-
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what Disney's doing with these shows because, like, I feel like I am barely on the line to be a Muppet fan. Like, I know the Muppets, but I am not, like, dying to watch a Muppet show. And my kids, like, don't even want to go see Muppets 3D when we're at Disney.
Oh
They're
my
just like,
God.
why do I care about a Muppet? Like, so
fucking love
I don't know who they're marketing these shows to. It's
and
like,
then they bring Kevin Smith in, and you're like, what?
yeah, like, who is Kevin Smith for?
Like Kevin
I
Smith
think it's just for
is
him.
for us.
I guess.
But you know who must fucking love Muppets, you guys?
Kevin
Danny
Smith.
Trejo loves fucking Muppets.
Yeah, and Danny
Yes.
Trejo's cameo is fucking perfect. Perfect.
The way you made it sound was like
Sounds
Danny
like he's fucking the
Trejo.
Muppets.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Like Danny Trejo in a bed with like 6 Muppets just all over him.
They did a bit in that Muppets Now show where it's like
Danny
it's a
Trejo
cook-off
snorting
show.
coke off of Piggy's tits.
No, he's
That
trying-
in the intro.
But he does a cook-off.
One of the
with
Muppets
Swedish
is like,
Chef
hey, how do you
doing
get
chicken
cum out of
mole."
felt?
Danny Trejo's like, don't bother.
Club soda? Always club soda.
I'll just put more.
Is that your Danny Trejo?
Yes.
They make so many
Spot
adult
on.
jokes. I'm surprised there aren't more like orgy jokes in Mayhem, because there's definitely drug references. The fucking VCR said 420 at one point.
Oh yeah.
There's
for
a
sure.
VCR.
There's a VCR because they got to watch a bunch of
Again,
old tapes.
Who is this for?
Yeah, it's for
If you
us.
showed my children a VCR, they would not know what it is.
But I mean, it could be for kids too.
I get it's definitely for us, no doubt. It's for us.
The kids are like, Mom,
Then
what
why
the
is
fuck
Zed
is
in it? You know, like pick a lane. Like you can't make it for both audiences.
Maybe Zed's like, man, I fucking love Muppets. Can you put me in your show?"
Probably. Like I'm
I think that's a lot of it. I think
Yeah.
that's how a lot of these people ended up in it.
Sure.
Honestly, like,
sure. Like
Did Zed
I think
actually
Morgan
show
Freeman
up?
Needs the check.
yeah, Zed
Yeah.
shows up. Zed's in multiple episodes.
Okay. And was he like, "Hello, I'm Television Zed"?
Pretty much.
Well, no, the bit is every time they run into like one of these celebrity cameos, they already know the Mayhem. Like they have backstory with everybody because they've been around the
Yeah,
block.
they've
for
already
years.
done
Like,
Blow
everybody
together.
knows the Mayhem. Yeah.
I heard about Billy Corgan's cameo, and that sounds pretty good.
You heard about that from Lee?
Did I?
I think so. Because he's bringing the
I
wrestling
think
ring.
so.
What
Lee,
other
did you
cool
tell
guys
me about
do
the
you
house
listen
party at-
to?
So the first episode, Lily Singh takes the Mayhem to her sister's house. That's where she's crashing, and she leaves for like 2 minutes, and she comes back and there's already a house party going on, and she's freaking out and whatever, and she's trying to clear out people. And then there's Billy Corgan, who, by the way, is billed on the credits as William Corgan, and I think that's fucking hilarious.
He's William Patrick Corgan,
He is
president of the
forever.
president of the National Wrestling Alliance.
William Patrick Corgan, president
for
of the
real.
National Wrestling Alliance.
She's all like, Billy Corgan, what are you doing here? He goes like, I'm trying to move the couch out of the way so I can put it in the wrestling ring. And Floyd comes down in a unitard like, let's go, Corgan.
You ready to take me on? And he's like, you're very bad at smack talk, Floyd. He's like, yeah, I guess so. It was very much, I know. Talking about...
But I thought Teeth and Floyd's backstory, their like whole flashback, it shows Teeth and Floyd meeting back in the day. And
yeah. Floyd,
how
an animal.
Dr. Teeth left his... did not take up the family dentist practice because he actually is a dentist. So instead he went and made rock music for 50 years.
Legitimate doctor. The
Very
one
good.
episode where they're trying to get into social media and they're talking about starting Twitter accounts for all of them, and I was like, oh man, they were really hedging their bets that Twitter was still going to be around by the time this aired.
That was a rough bit.
They should have fucking opened up Twitter and been like, what is going on? Why do I want to see tweets from a bunch of white supremacists?
Shit.
There's an ad
You mean
in
I
the
gotta
middle of
put 8
this
bucks?
thread.
Or we find out what fucking tattoos he's got under all that.
If Elon Musk is in this,
Oh.
hey guys, I smell like cum. I want to be a Muppet too. He's like,
horrible.
Kelly's Elon Musk sounds like rich butthead. She will be mine.
Pinky out, butthead.
Oh yes.
I didn't click into it, but I saw a thing today of like, when asked if Elon Musk is worried that his tweets and behavior are hurting the company, he compared himself to the fucking guy from The Princess Bride.
Oh my
The
god.
like, you killed my father.
The
Prepare to
Andre
die.
the Giant?
Yeah.
Doyo
damn it.
Montoya?
Jose,
Yeah.
you beat me to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
joke by a second.
I was like, I don't know what that has to do with Twitter, but okay, buddy.
He's delusional.
He's a straight up maniac.
He is king divorced man of all time.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, there was a time when everyone thought he was so cool. And then
He's
he
gonna
just kept
bring
talking.
his kid X to the fifth power to his house, feed him day old pizza on a futon. Be like, check it out. Isn't Dad cool?
Fucking genius. Spent $4 billion on a thing that doesn't make money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is pretty cool
Genius.
seeing, like, I don't know if it'll catch up to Elon, but it seems like a lot of catching up is happening in politics and in news right now. Fucking goddamn George Santos. Trump has been indicted how many times? They got fucking Rudolph Giuliani now. Shit is going down. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, I didn't hear about
Find out,
Giuliani.
Era.
Yeah, Giuliani is getting sued for sexual. I forget the actual word,
Adequacy.
but it was basically he hired this woman under the
Unpleasantness.
he
Yeah.
hired a woman under the pretense that she would be his little fuck toy while they worked together, and he helped her with he was helping her with a domestic violence case or a sex abuse case while also getting drunk, popping Viagra, and coming on to her and making her do things to him. Imagine
Oh yeah,
doing
we saw
things.
that in Borat.
Yeah, exactly the type of shit Rudy was doing in Borat. He's doing in
You mean when he was just aggressively tucking his shirt in?
Oh no,
I
no,
really
yeah,
hope
yeah,
they
yeah.
show
Trying to
that
tuck his shirt
in the
in.
courtroom.
I hope they do.
He was just tucking his shirt in. It's fine. He was just laying back on the bed, completely prone, so he could
He's
tuck his
that,
shirt in. That's what you do.
Yeah, he's that kid. Remember that kid on the internet who, like, his mom caught him jerking off, and he was like, "No, like, my computer was downloading a virus, and then my chair fell, and."
I mean, I don't know why you had to call him the kid on the internet. I'm right here.
Ayo.
Wonderful.
But I hope it all comes crumbling down. I hope I am alive to either see the sun burn us all alive, or for everybody to be marched to the gulags. All the bad people, not the good people.
I was like, why do you want to watch us all get sent
Not
to the
you.
gulag?
You're
Oh, the
great.
gulag, Kelly.
No.
No,
I don't
Kelly,
want a gulag.
Kelly,
I
you're the
wanna
president
go
of
to
the
the
gulag.
gulag.
Gulagging.
Aw. I'm gonna get gulagged.
Gulag time.
No, don't gulag me.
Get them in the gulag.
Turtle power.
Just vibing. Just vibing.
Do you even gulag, bro?
Drink every time you say gulag.
Gulag. Time to get 'em in the gulag. Time to get 'em in the gulag. Toss 'em in the gulag.
Gulag power.
Oh, one thing I did want to say is I'm caught up on the Superman show, the Superman and Lois on the CWs.
So you're who
And-
watches that?
Yeah, is that
You know,
good? I was just
actually-
talking about that.
It's pretty good. Like, it's legitimately
Huh.
pretty good.
Wasn't the problem
that
with
guy's
it?
a
It
great
just that
Superman.
the airing schedule was all fucked up.
I think so.
They
yeah,
do
it's
like
all
an
over the place.
episode and then go off for a month and a half.
Yeah, but
I think
Chad Coleman is the villain in this season. And I just remember when he was super nice to all of us, especially Mahoney, YouTube many years ago.
Yes.
I'm
He
like, oh,
was
that guy.
super nice.
I think it's how fake the muscles in the suit looks to me, kind of.
Oh, you mean that juicy donk on that dude?
I haven't noticed the donk,
Uh,
but just like
He got a
the,
dunk on him.
the arms are weird. The arms.
That's all ass meat getting moved around.
Okay, so maybe that's what was throwing me off. Was his donk is so big it
yes.
carries over into his arms and shoulders.
Yeah.
No, that guy's a really good Superman. Like a legit, very good Superman.
Look at this donk,
Okay.
Jose.
All right. Oh, maybe I have seen that picture. Wasn't there one of like him next to dude that plays Peter Parker, Spider-Man?
Tom Holland.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know.
and they're both had donks showing.
But look at that juicy rump.
Jesus Christ! All right, fucking Superman Minaj.
I feel like I'm on Instagram.
Superman Minaj.
Yeah,
Fuck, man.
put that in the butts thread.
I would.
Got butts, bro.
Bless his heart. He was on that
He's
gay
great.
werewolf show, wasn't he?
Probably.
They were
think
all
People
so.
love that show.
Which
Teen
one?
Wolf?
Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
They
gay
just did a
werewolf
movie
show?
of that.
Yeah, I think there were gay werewolves on that, right? Somebody
I
back me
think
up.
so.
Juggalo
I think
John, you know
werewolves
that there were
just
gay
fuck.
werewolves in that, right?
I mean,
I
I
don't know.
believe
Checks
there's
out.
gay werewolves. I just hadn't heard about any.
I
Werewolves
thought
and
this guy
vampires
specifically
just
was a gay werewolf. Or maybe he was like a gay creature from the Black Lagoon.
He's great. He's a really good Superman and a really good, Clark Kent, which is something that they haven't done in a very long time. So it's worth watching. I think it's on the streaming platform soon to be known as Max. That's the thing they're gonna have. I think they still have the first two seasons of
Fucking
that.
Max.
Just Max, not HBO Max, just Max. We're gonna
Next time they rebrand,
take
it's gonna
out
be
all the brand recognition of the
Well, no, Lee. HBO is very intimidating.
I saw that fucking clown from Warner Discovery was talking about one of the reasons he said that they were going to take the HBO
Pagalecki.
out of the Max. Yeah, Pagalecki, yes. Was because he's like, hey, we got a whole bunch of kid stuff on HBO Max. But when people think HBO, they just think about, Deadwood and Sopranos and shit. Like, so we got to take the HBO away. That we're like, oh no, we can show the kid stuff on here. The reason nobody's watching the kid stuff is because it's called HBO Max. And I just wanted to be like, what fucking idiot told you that?
Why don't they just do HBO Kids?
Yeah, but
that is
they've
ridiculous
had HBO
argument.
Kids. HBO Kids is a legit cable channel. And HBO
It sure is.
HBO, while more known for its adult content, has always had children's programming. Fucking
Yeah.
Fraggle
Critically
Rock was on
acclaimed.
HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fraggle Rock, what was that Happily Ever After show was on for years.
Sesame
and years.
Street was on HBO for a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, they shit in Jim Henson's grave and put Sesame Street behind a paywall. That was really cool.
And then they did it again with Apple Plus.
They're like, can you tell
They did.
me how
Oh, that's
to
where
pay?
they are now?
I think so.
Sesame Street is basically dead at this point. I don't know where it is.
They
Damn.
keep having fucking.
Mahoney hating on Muppets this week.
I
It's
didn't kill it.
amazing though with how many. I mean, I don't know about how many. Is it one? Is it two? Like Sesame
Oh.
Street characters that ended up. That's good. That's good.
That got me.
Kelly, you're a goddamn genius.
It could be one. It could be two. It could be three. It could be four. Possibly five.
Like that had some kind of child fucked up story come out of, but you don't really hear that from
What?
the Muppets, right?
Oh, like child stars having fucked up experiences?
Well, no, like wasn't
Well,
Tickle
isn't-
Me Elmo? Wasn't he tickling people for real?
Well, apparently those were
That was
consensual
true, yeah.
relationships.
But that's what I'm saying is like,
Is it consensual?
Yeah.
but
Weren't they children?
I don't know. I can't tell you the details, but no, I don't believe charges were ever brought, and I don't think there was any lawsuit that went through.
it
But,
just looked
you know.
bad. But only on the street, man. That street's for real. That street's hard.
That was the same guy. Elmo was the same guy who did Master Splinter.
Sure did.
Really?
Yep. Kevin Clash was his name.
Just some old guy raising a bunch of children, huh?
Like a real life Santa Claus.
Jesus Christ.
You think Santa Claus raises those elves?
Okay, hold on. In 2013, the 3 cases against Clash were dismissed because it was ruled that the claims were made more than 6 years after each man reasonably should have become aware of Clash's alleged violations during the 3 years after each turned 18. What kind of word salad is that?
That doesn't count for shit.
So pretty much they just said, nah, that shit was a while ago.
Yeah, exactly. They were like, yeah, that might have happened, but that was too long ago. Sorry.
You waited too long, nerds.
Yeah.
So yeah, the allegations were that he had relationships with boys as early as when they were 16, or like he was grooming them essentially. But allegations.
Yeah, allegations carry, like, if I get accused of something like that and I am 100% innocent and the court is like, oh, don't even worry about it. It happened too long ago. It can't go to trial. I'd be like, no, let's please go to trial.
Yeah. No. Let's clear this shit up
Yeah.
Like,
right
no,
now.
I don't want to get off on that technicality. Like,
Fucking
I want trial.
He's so brainwashed. He's like, TikTok. I don't want to get off on that TikTok.
I want to get on that TikTok-acality.
Yeah.
Technicality.
TikTok-ality.
Got him.
TikTok-ality.
Living deep in that head.
But I mean, he almost immediately resigned from Sesame Street, and
I mean, you kind of just have to.
yeah.
I don't feel like Sesame Street gave him a lot of choice.
Resigned, wink, wink.
Mm-hmm. We saw
But-
Kevin Clash as Elmo live at New York Comic Con one year.
Oh, I wonder if he saw you.
He did, because I was videotaping it.
He
He
was
was
like,
licking his. He was like, "Oh, so this is what it feels like to be on the other side of the camera."
he was like, not
What?
going to molest that.
God.
Yeah. Are
But
you
what, my
implying
point
that-
was,
is
is like
it
that's
because
only on the
Knives is
street.
has such boyish good looks that he'll be like, look at
like a
that
baby."
16-year-old.
Were you shaved or bearded, Nice?
I mean, I feel like since we've been doing conventions, I've been bearded, but
For the most
actually,
part.
no. The early
I feel
ones,
like the
I
only
shaved.
time that Knives hasn't been bearded was in like 2013. No, like
it was when I
maybe
was doing the zombie
Yeah.
Ed, so I had to shave for that.
God, so that was probably like 2011, 2010 maybe.
Well, yeah, 2009, our first.
But there was that
2009,
one
yeah.
day that UPS made you shave just because they said,
Oh my
fuck that
god,
beard.
that is one of the worst memories of my life.
Oh,
Because seriously, it was such bullshit. Because it was like, originally I was supposed to be dropped in like this retirement community, and they were gonna drop. It was during the holiday season. I was trying to get a job, getting some extra money, and UPS needed helpers. And the idea was that they were gonna drop like a storage unit in one of these retirement communities with all of their packages, and then I would take a golf cart and drive the fucking from the houses to the storage unit, just drive all the packages to and from. That didn't happen. I ended up being a driver helper in fucking brown jeans and a brown shirt I had to buy myself because they didn't have my size. They made me shave because you had to be shaved to work UPS. I worked one day, killed myself, and they fucking never called me back. I was on call for essentially a month waiting for a call from UPS, and they never called.
unreal.
Sucks so bad.
If I did not know that you just told me you can't be bearded at fucking UPS for some reason, right? Like, if I didn't know that because you told me, like, gun to my head, I could not tell you if my fucking UPS driver had a beard or not. Who gives a
Of course
shit?
not.
What a
not.
weird fucking thing to
Who
be like,
cares?
no, you can't have a beard if you
And I think it ended
deliver
up
packages. Like, what?
because I had to buy my own pants and my own shirt. I actually was in the red when all was said and done because I only got one shift out of it.
that's Fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
Absolute fucking
That
nonsense.
sucks so bad.
Like I said, one of the worst stories that has ever happened to me. I guess I got off lucky. If that's one of the worst.
Horrible. What else you got going on, Nice?
No, nothing. I was only just going to talk about Muppets Mayhem, I think. Let me look at my notes real quick. Yep, that's it.
Muppets is so good.
Went
Muppets is
to
good.
a British pub with my parents. Remember when I sent you guys?
Boy,
Yes, the picture of that gigantic fucking fish and chips that we got.
you had fish and
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah,
So-
that's right.
So that's where we took my parents for, the day before Mother's Day. And
You had a little fishy, eh?
my mom, who
You have the right privates.
either orders a Diet Coke or a White Zinfandel, walks into this British pub. They go to her and order her drink first, and she says, "I'll have a margarita." And they go, "What?" The fucking server was like, "Margarita?"
She's lucky they didn't just put a bunch of beans in a cup and give that to her.
Here's your fucking margarita.
Like, here's your coffee.
Silly
What did they end
goose.
up giving her?
I
Beans in a
forget
cup.
what she ended up. I
A
think she got a
fucking
Coke.
sassy
She got a
look.
Diet Coke. Yeah,
Okay.
because they didn't. They
You got a Diet Coke.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, they probably don't have
they said
fucking margarita.
we don't have
Yeah, but-
margaritas. And then she was like, "Okay, do you have Coke or Pepsi?" And they're like, "Coke." And she's like, "Thank God, Diet Coke, please."
That
You
just
won't-
feels like a weird, like, I want a margarita, and if I can't have that, a Diet Coke.
Yeah. I don't know. She was feeling herself that day or something. Who the fuck knows? She was ready to get lit.
That's like one time at work we went out for a breakfast, and this guy ordered he was like, "Let me get a corn muffin." And they're like, "We don't have corn muffins." And he's like, "All right, I'll have a blueberry muffin." And they're like, "We don't have any kind of muffin." And he's like, "I'll have an English muffin." I was like, "An English muffin is not even remotely the same as this other nonsense you're trying to order." Like,
the man just wanted a muffin, any
Yeah.
type.
it's like muffin by name.
Maybe he's just an alien and he is like, all right, humans eat muffins.
Wouldn't surprise me.
We got blueberry, we got corn, we got English. The end. Quick, top 6 muffins, go.
Yeah, did you see him eating the English muffin and he was just going nom 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 while throwing it behind his head?
Wouldn't it surprise
I
me?
love
Shoving
human
it up
food.
his nose.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. What you got going on, Jose? Where the fuck you been?
I've been a little bit of everywhere. Went to Chicago, and then the lady's niece almost slipped.
You've slipped
What?
before, it doesn't matter.
Her niece was graduating from the University of Miami, the U, and having a birthday
no
in the
shit.
same week. So her side of the family and us rented a little party house Airbnb
Nice.
and did the Miami thing. She had to get the semester was over, so pack your shit. You done graduated. We need your shit out of the dorm. So
Had
she
you
had
ever been to
pack-
Miami before?
Me and Nyes placed in a short film competition, and the showing of it was in Miami.
Yeah.
Nice.
But that was fuck.
That was almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Don't think
So-
about it. It'll just make you sad.
Yeah.
The
I feel
Office
like Jose
finale
could
was
really
10
get into
years
some
ago
shit in
today.
Miami if you let him.
The what?
So I feel like Jose could get lost on Miami if given half a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could. But also, like, shit's expensive.
And it's
And
just not
All of us are
convenient.
too old to get lost anywhere.
Yeah.
I like to gamble.
No.
There was a fucking casino near. Oh, we did some airboating. Like
Oh,
some
shit.
real.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we airboated.
Fuck yeah, airboat.
The little Evergladesies. That was the first time I've been on it.
Hell yeah.
Because my motion
See a
sickness.
gator?
No.
What?
Did not see a gator. Well, they're mating, so they're kind of all underwater fucking right now.
Right.
Oh.
So
That is
they're
not something I
like
want to walk in on.
because they're like right now they're mating, so they're kind of like not hanging around. But once the mating's over, we'll see a bunch of them. Then we'll start seeing the babies and the eggs and shit like that. But I mean, I've seen fucking.
Yeah, I've seen fucking before too.
Yeah.
I've
So
seen the good.
you were able to handle the airboat?
Yes. So we were going. It's fine. It was towards the end
When you're docking.
he slowed down and
Mhm.
he's just like kind of drifting to the dock
Yeah.
where we're just kind of wading the water. That shit I do not do
Mhm.
good with.
Yeah, because otherwise you're just fucking skimming just right off the top.
Yeah,
It's-
barely
Yeah, like the
pull your own
turns and the
water.
jumping, all that shit was cool. But the stopping to let's figure out where we're docking. Not fun. But so
Jose
close to
pulls his
the end,
pants
they
down.
kind of the hoop.
You pulled your pants down.
Yeah. Take this, motherfuckers.
Let's dock.
You want to get nuts?
I'll show you some nuts.
So that was cool. That was fun. Her grandma came. She's like fucking 87. She was doing it. She had a blast.
Airboat. Yeah.
I'm gonna cut this out, bleep out half your words. And this is gonna be a sex story about Cher's grandma.
Just like the old times.
Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Fuck.
Oh, because of the name. I was like, what? That's what you're talking about.
Here comes the FBI helicopters.
uh-oh.
I mean, whatever
No
her name
names.
is.
Well,
Nice,
Jose, you
cut
better
that
warn
part
her
out.
that she just got doxxed live on YouTube.
Wow.
Yep. Jose, tell me your address right now.
Yeah. I'll do you one better. Here's my social.
Perfect.
So that was pretty cool. Did that thing, did the graduation. The ducks came out, or whatever fucking bird they are.
Storks. They're
I'm
storks,
sorry.
aren't they?
It's not a
Pelicans,
stork. It's got
pelicans.
a different name. It's not even a pelican. It's something else. They said it.
Like
What
a
the
crane.
fuck?
Do they
The-
release them
the
when
Miami
they graduate?
mascot.
No, their mascot.
Oh.
It's a bird, an ibis.
Ibis, yes.
Of course.
Ildris ibis is the University of Miami's mascot.
Makes sense. Do you know he's a DJ?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know he's in a Macklemore song?
Did you know he is Macklemore?
I don't think I knew about the Macklemore song, but I know him from a different song.
Yeah,
I just
it's
can't remember.
Dance
Things
Off.
Oh, yeah.
That's Ildris Ibis.
Wasn't that like Nicole's favorite song at one point?
Kidman? I just know she loves movies.
He does.
My God.
Stupid.
I swear to God.
Well, welcome everybody that's here to learn about Tony Khan's most important announcement.
What's this crazy man talking about? It's just going to be some CM Punk shit, isn't it?
CM Punk will probably be part of it.
Yeah, there's a good chance.
No, thank you.
I love how Lee is standing strong against CM Punk. I appreciate that. I appreciate that level of
Well, the good thing is, Lee, he'll be shuttled over on a different show you won't have to watch then.
yeah.
Yeah, works for
They
me.
won't even let CM Punk be on the challenge anymore, so why would they let him be on wrestling?
Is that true?
He's not been invited back since he was kind of wildly unpleasant.
What? You
No.
don't say.
No.
CM Punk?
Yeah?
See, the reason I'm so hard with my fuck CM Punk.
Tell us why you're
is
so
because-
hard, Lee.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's because like I feel like I gave him a shot.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like he
Yes.
came back, and there was always kind of this bit of I don't fucking know, but he was on his best behavior for what feels like 15 minutes.
It was good feelings.
and then it's like, yeah,
He had
right,
some
yeah,
really
all
good
right, cool.
matches.
yeah.
Yeah, and then he just couldn't help himself.
He couldn't.
He just he just couldn't help himself. He had to just be a raging asshole on a biggest stage that he possibly could, and fuck up the lives and livelihoods of so many other people around him. They're like, fuck that guy. It's got to be just because they're paying him a shitload of money, and may as well put him on TV if you got to pay him a shitload of money.
I mean, apparently
Yeah.
Warner Discovery wanted him big time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, they must have had some big ice cream deal, and they're like, "Well, we can't do it now."
I mean, they could have given ice cream to anybody.
I can't do it.
I mean, I
I
feel
can't be bothered
here's
with
where I'm at, because I was definitely fuck CM Punk before he came to AEW, and then definitely fuck CM Punk at the press scrum. But I do feel like CM Punk and the Elite is the biggest possible wrestling storyline that we could currently have in the world.
Absolutely. But it all comes down to, can they do it?
Yeah. Does it work for him, brother?
Which, just get him in a room and say we can make a whole lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Who
can't
knows?
imagine being any of those dudes and being like, yeah, I'm going to put my life in this guy's hands for sure. It's like,
Yeah.
I can't
But
imagine.
also, he's made of paper.
That's the thing too. Is like he had a handful of big matches and got hurt twice.
Yeah, like you can't.
It's not a
put
great look
belt on.
either. You can't. No fucking way.
You can't trust him with that because he'll fall apart at any second.
CM Punk is paper people.
He is paper people.
Fragile mind, fragile body, fragile ego.
If who knows? Maybe they've already worked this all out because there's some huge fucking announcement coming, and they're already all slapping each other on the back, and it's all good. We just don't know about it, and they're gonna keep it kayfabe as long as they can.
They've when they started the All Access show, it's very much like around the time when the Bucks came back after all the shit went down, and so they've only like very kind of vaguely, referenced what happened. They haven't said it. They haven't said CM Punk. They haven't said anything about what happened. So I just imagine you're a new or casual viewer, and you're like, I wonder what they're talking about, and then you look it up,
right?
And you're like, he did. My God, what? His friend bit that nice boy that's on the TV. Like what?
Kenny
He was
Omega
just trying to
is the
save a
sweetest boy.
dog.
Yeah. I talked about it in our wrestling thread, but that episode where Kenny Omega volunteers to go with Adam Cole to get back in the ring again for the first time. He's such a good friend. It made me misty-eyed.
Yeah, no, it's hard to believe that someone would bite that guy.
He tastes delicious.
Maybe.
That All Access
Yeah, I bet he
show,
does.
I enjoyed it. It has
I
a
enjoyed
lot
it
of
too.
it has a lot of fucking problems.
Yeah.
But I think they're all just inherent reality show bullshit problems.
It just doesn't make sense when you're following Britt Baker, Adam Cole, Sammy, Ty, the Young Bucks. You're not following everybody. Sure, there's cameos here and there. But why wouldn't you secure the rights to all of their theme musics specifically for the... Why don't you have the rights to play their theme musics on your own show?
Very strange.
I feel like
it's because they're licensed songs. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
because,
But a lot of them aren't.
Kansas
A
wants
lot
to
of them
make
are just in-house.
Well, the only one
really?
that they play is Adam Cole's on the show. So
That's true. They do play hits.
I do think that's a Mikey Ruckus, and I don't know if the rest of them are in-house. But still, you get the rights to play them on Dynamite and Rampage. Why not get them for the fucking TV show? Or how about this?
It was a really weird bit too, where it was like they were backstage before one of the matches that they were, kind of showing on the show, and Dustin Rhodes is in the background, and they blurred out his face, which I thought was very strange.
Huh.
Like Dustin wouldn't sign the papers or something. It was very odd.
He didn't want to be on the show. That makes sense. Because I don't think he was on Roads to the Top very much.
Yeah, I don't
No
think he
thanks.
was at, I don't think he was at
That's all I
all.
want to do. Like, I'm just here to wrestle, thanks. Goodbye.
I can respect that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It made me laugh every time. The whole storyline between Ruby Soho and Ty, where Ruby kept mispronouncing her name in all of her interviews, kept calling her Tay.
Yeah.
Like, this woman broke your nose and you don't even know what her name is.
Yeah. And realistically, Ty could rip her head off.
And of the two, I feel like Ruby, the way they portray her in the show, she's a weirdo. She's a freak.
Yeah.
And she needs to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
She doesn't
can
come out looking like more of the asshole, for
Yeah.
sure.
You see
Yeah.
her walk into the arena and she's just I don't want to, I'm not implying that she's methed out, but she's looking around like she's methed out. Like, what's going on? Calm down.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
And to think for a second that sweet, sweet Ty Mello would hurt you on purpose. Like, come on, lady. Relax. She seems so nice.
She seems very nice, but it is funny that her English isn't super great, but she understands the reality show like confessional rhythm. She's not necessarily tying the words together perfectly, but she gets the phenomena. Jose, you and Cher would love this Muppet show. God damn it.
Bleeps all over the place.
Wow.
Sorry, Sonny Bono.
Just outed it. Nice. I think Nick's Puzzle Day.
Okay.
Maybe we'll just throw that on.
Nice.
I thought you said Nick's Puzzle Day. It was like,
Yeah, when
what?
Nick comes over to play puzzles.
Yeah.
Who's Nick and why does he have a puzzle day?
Our good old friend Puzzle Nick.
Yep.
Puzzle Nick. Sounds like a Batman villain.
Yeah. Nicky P, we call him.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The jig is up,
Taking
puzzle guy.
Puzzle me this, Batman. Is this a picture of a flower? You
Taking
find
a real
out.
hard turn. Taking a real hard turn to the comics real quick. Fucking the Puzzle Man bit in the last issue of Where Monsters Lie was so goddamn funny. So funny.
That all
So-
sounds made up.
Where Monsters Lie is the new Kyle Starks comic. The miniseries is over, and it's about a gated community where serial killers live, and they're like movie type serial killers. So you got like your Michael Myers analog, and there's like a clown who wants to use a blowtorch now, but he can't get approval from the HOA to use a blowtorch because he's a clown and it doesn't fit the motif. Shit like that. and one of the guys is Puzzle Man, and he's supposed to be like Jigsaw. And they're always talking about how they're talking about how he's been losing his edge, and it's really weird because all his puzzles are just about dicks now. And then he recaptures the guy who escapes, and he wakes up and he's like, he's got a ball on his head, and the ball's filling up with water, and his hands are his hands are stuck to the chair, and there's a switch on each arm of the chair, and his dick's in a guillotine, and his hands in a guillotine. And he's like, oh, you're never going to figure out this puzzle. And he's like, hey, yo, why is my dick in a guillotine? He's like, oh, because you got to choose to either cut off your hand or cut off your dick. And he's like, or this thing you'll drown. And he says, this isn't even a puzzle. This doesn't even make any sense. And he's like, oh, you got to. And he just cuts his hand off immediately and runs. He's like, hey, wait.
You were supposed to think about this longer.
Yeah. So good. Very, very good. Shit. Sorry. Big stretch. My bad. I'm exhausted, you guys.
Oh,
I'm so
big
fucking tired.
stretch. Wow, you're so
Big stretch.
long.
Hey, I mean, if you're tired,
Big
let's
stretches.
fucking wrap this up. Talk to Kelly. How's your week, Kelly?
I had a good week. I bought a shit ton of display cases.
Yes,
Oh,
those
they
things
look
are so
good.
cool.
Oh, they look so good.
Yeah, so we got in. We've been waiting for these at work for months. We ordered these back in last August, I believe.
Jesus.
Yeah. Supply chain.
Oh my god. Did you actually get any for stock, or did you just take them all?
We got a bunch for stock. I took
Okay.
quite a bit for myself. I took like a case each of the big ones, and then
Well, and they're
8 of
probably
those wall
easy
mountable ones.
They're probably easy to store, right? They're all
Yeah,
you have to assemble them. They're stackable.
yeah. The ones you assemble, they're just in nice kind of flattish boxes. Like that's as far as storing goes, it's pretty easy for these. So that's good. But yeah, no, they're great cases. I've got some nice tiered ones for my amiibos and some other stuff. Got my Ultramans there, which make me very happy.
Yeah,
to have
look at
them
that.
all in the same space now.
Got them big jars.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you've been
these
like,
toys.
you've been amassing a whole bunch of dudes for a while and had really nowhere to put them. So this is very
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah,
It
so
looks great.
that one is the same size as the one with the tiers, but this one's big enough for just the big boys.
Big chonkies.
Yeah.
Got all my big vinyl guys in there. Got the wall-mounted ones where I got the smaller figures in there too. The wall-mounted ones are cool because it's basically just like a sticky thing. You stick it to the wall. Like I don't know, what are those?
Like a 3M strip kind of thing.
Kinda,
Some
yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're very nice. So that was pretty much my whole weekend, was just building cases and filling them up with shit and opening a bunch of toys.
What kind of shit you filling it up with, dirty boy?
There are worse ways to spend a weekend, on saying.
Yeah.
You know
That
what you
looks
should
great.
do next weekend, Kelly? Build a fucking model.
Yeah. That was
Put that in
that
your
was
box and smoke it.
that was another thing, was me I finally like amassed all of my model kits that I've had sitting around into one closet. I got a big old backlog. It's a lot.
Yeah, you sent us those pictures. It looks like you have 45 models left to build.
Well, that's the thing, though, because I work in a shop. I get these things, and it's like, these things, if you don't grab it when you see it, they'll disappear.
It's fucking
for
gone.
years.
No, that's
They're
incredibly
gone.
true. Yeah.
So I just buy this shit and hoard it, because it's like, well, worst case, if I decide I don't want it, I can just take it back to work.
Yeah.
But then I also have a bunch of like premium Bandai exclusives and other shit in there too.
I think that the toy companies and like collectible companies really lucked out with COVID and supply chain issues, because everybody turned into, oh my God, I have to get this thing as quick as possible and hoard it, or I'm never going to be able to get it again. And some of us have not been able to shake that since.
Yeah.
Well, it's still real for some of that shit. Like
It
is
is.
right. I mean, the models especially are like, if you want it, you better fucking get it.
Yeah.
Or else you want to pay double for it later.
I only recently
those are your
cleared
options.
out my hoard a little bit.
And I've been clearing out more of my hoard by selling shit to you guys.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Take my trash.
Yeah. Because shit, I've got so much, and I'm just like, I need to get rid of stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let's see if these guys want any of it.
Keep it in the
Selling-
family.
Selling manga at dirt cheap prices to Lee.
Yeah. And we got a bunch of
the shipping is going to cost so much more than the books.
we got a bunch of thug ass
we'll give
kids in our
Yeah.
group, so plenty
Yeah.
of people to play with toys.
Oh, Mahoney, I have something else to go along with the toys that I'm sending to Will, and I'm so excited for you to have it.
You just make a box, tell me a price.
Will do. You're gonna love it. I've been sitting on this thing for like 2 years waiting for the proper time to send it to you.
It's a dildo.
No, but it's a model. You have to build it first.
Yeah. I built you this dildo.
It's a dick Gundam.
That's a real OnlyFans lane right there. Building dick
Yeah.
Gundams.
Yeah.
Some ladies have
Oh, there's
huge
gotta
tits
be
and
some-
build Legos. Some make dick Gundams.
Oh, there's got to be some naked girl out there making Gundams on OnlyFans. There's got to be.
Oh,
yeah.
There's got to be.
yeah.
Must be.
I mean, they can't stand up to that girl that I watch on YouTube. The one that I've sent you before, Lee.
Mm-hmm.
What does she get?
Yeah, no, that girl is insanely talented.
Legit, like the most talented model builder I've ever seen.
No, she's kind of amazing, actually.
Yeah. The craziest
it
one that
look
I saw was
effortless.
she took like the kind of shitty Bandai like movie monsters figures for Godzilla and Kong, and like took the figures apart, resculpted them, reattached them to everything, put them in a bunch of resin, and made like this giant, awesome underwater fight scene.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
Like
She's
it's
great.
insane. Like that shit
She's
I would
fucking
never
great.
even consider doing is just, oh, I'm just gonna make this plexiglass box and then fill it full of resin.
I wouldn't even know
Forget
where
what
to
I
get
did the other
resin.
day.
No, I wouldn't either.
Like if it's not on Amazon, I'd be like, oh well.
It's on
Yeah.
Amazon. You can get resin on Amazon. Or me and Jose
Yeah,
can
sure.
scrape our pipes out.
There you go. I needed 1/4-inch long screws, right?
Mhm.
I ordered them on Amazon. They come, they're 3/4 inch long.
Of course.
So I'm like, these are not 1/4-inch, these are 3/4 inch. And they're like, okay, cool. I order another set of 1/4-inch long screws. They come, they are 3/4 inch long. I was like, do you people not understand how to measure?
Mm.
Like, which way are you measuring? The length. I need 1/4 inch long,
Bro.
like not across. Like,
They ain't measuring shit.
yeah,
No.
They're
that's
throwing
exactly it.
bags into boxes or
Yeah.
bags into bags.
Yeah, about to say, there's a fucking bin full of improperly labeled 3/4 inch screws. Is what
Dude.
it is.
So
Yeah.
I recently bought on Amazon. I needed more. I needed shampoo, and I was like, "Oh shit! I should just buy some. I should just buy in bulk. Why not? I use the same kind all the time." So I
Yeah,
buy a
luxurious.
6-pack from Amazon. Shows up. It's conditioner, and I'm like, "What the fuck? How did I fuck up and buy conditioner, not shampoo?" And I go into the listing, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's shampoo. Like the picture, shampoo." I click on the full title of the thing, and at the very end it says conditioner. So it's like cut off by the title.
Because
So
they
I'm like,
put 100 words in the item title
Yep.
to hit as many searches as possible. Yeah.
So you best believe I'm returning that shit to Kohl's, and they can box it up and send it out for me.
I ordered a bunch of mosquito repellent bracelets. What showed up was a 3-pack of size small Hanes Henley t-shirts.
All right, that wins. That's the least close of them all. Like, my screws were a 1/2 inch too long. Kelly's like, this isn't the right hair product. And I was like, these t-shirts will not repel mosquitoes.
I mean, if you put them on, at least that would repel
The
something.
mosquitoes are like, oh, those look terrible. And they
It's
just
gotten to the
leave.
point where Amazon's going to be implementing a function where listings, items that have been returned a lot, they're going to put a little disclaimer on those listings to be like,
That's
hey,
right. Yeah.
this shit gets returned a lot. Maybe look at the
Good.
reviews.
Good.
Because they're
Yeah,
sick
it's
of
kinda
having
great,
to pay
actually.
for free shipping, free returns.
Yeah.
I love it.
Here's a thought. Don't fucking sell those things.
Yeah.
Like, how about if your shit gets returned so often, I feel the need to tell people about it, you can't sell it.
Modicum of quality control.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can kind of play roll the dice if you get something that you don't necessarily love and you go in to do the return. Sometimes they'll be like, keep it. So
Yeah.
so it's worth it to give it a shot sometimes.
That I'm finding they won't even come and get it anymore.
Right.
Used to be, you'd go in, you'd be like, oh yeah, I want to return this. And they'd be like, cool, bring it to Kohl's or pay me $8 and I'll come get it. Then you'd be like, but you see, it was either damaged or the item description was wrong. And they'd be like, my mistake, I'll just pick it up at your house the next time I'm there anyway, since I'm there literally every day. And now they do not care. They're
It's
like,
just-
I'm not picking it up at your house.
Yeah, it's just Kohl's and UPS basically.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks. Because, like I said, you're at my house every fucking day. Can you just
Yeah.
put it in the truck?
Some real first world problems, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these are people who, this is their first job. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't give a shit. They're watching their YouTubes.
They made
They're not getting paid
them
enough.
shave for fuck's sake. Nah.
No, so I don't think that any of this is the people packing it. Like, the people
Oh,
listing
certainly
the
not.
screws listed them at the wrong size.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
These are
yeah.
seller problems, you know? Like, so I don't blame the packers at all. Half of that shit's done by robots.
Yeah.
They like put the tape on the box. They don't. Have you seen the videos? They don't even get to pick the size of the tape. They like literally receive a box and the stuff, and they just make sure the tape is stuck. And it's like, there you go, good job. Put it on the robot machine.
Put that in the intro.
That's fucking wild. Absolutely wild. Shit, you got
There
anything
are
else worth
definitely
talking about,
humans.
Mahoney?
No, I haven't been doing much.
There are
Oh,
definitely.
we got to go around and say what we think the announcement's going to be.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're right.
What
even
did I
have-
say? Oh, he's not going to be the mascot of the cereal anymore. That's what I said.
It's funny that you say that because there were multiple mascots at WrestleMania.
That's true.
That's weird. Why?
All right, Kelly, you're the insider. What's the hubbub? What do you think?
All right. So my guess is it's going to be multiple announcements. is going to be announcing the new show, potentially announcing CM Punk will return at that show.
Mm-hmm. Collision
And
on
then-
Saturday is another 2 hours.
Yep. And then my other thing is that they're just going to shadow drop the video game. Be like, hey, look, you can download it now.
I'm really hoping for the rumor that AEW is going to be available on Max. They're going to basically do like the Peacock deal where you're going to be able to watch
cool.
all the shows, all the pay-per-views through Max, and that way I can cancel my Fight subscription and I won't have to use a VPN anymore.
Yeah, that wouldn't suck.
And that's going to be
That would not suck at
that
all.
would benefit Warner Discovery and AEW because you're going to get more people that are going to be able to watch the show now.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have to assume more people, I don't know what the numbers are. If more people subscribe to HBO Max than do cable these days. Because that's the problem. AEW is only available either through TNT, TBS, and their apps, so you got to have a cable provider, or internationally through Fight, or if you have a VPN. And that's I think that's really stopping them from growing. Is more people can't access their shit.
Yeah.
Especially our age group and lower don't have cable. Who the fuck has cable? Lee, do you have cable in your house? You have satellite?
I do.
No,
Exactly. I know you do.
definitely not. No, I don't.
Yeah, I'm still
I
a
do.
cable guy.
I said I do.
Oh, okay. I thought you said, yeah, you do. And I'm like, no, I really don't.
No, Lee,
You
you
have
got
cable,
cable.
you goddamn liar.
Lee, I'm at your house watching cable right
like,
now.
why would I lie that? I'm just like, what possible reason would I have to make that up? Like,
Lee,
yeah,
I'm ordering a pay-per-view called Magnificent MILFs in your basement right now.
Yeah.
There's got to be something else we're not thinking of though, because they are really hyping this announcement.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be
But-
big, whatever it is.
Maybe another signing that we're not even thinking of.
Why couldn't it be literally nothing and you're all just falling for promo?
Because Tony Khan usually comes through on his big announcements.
Oh, okay, my mistake.
This isn't Vince McMahon we're talking about here.
Yeah, this isn't Vince just gonna walk out and like clap his hands and then walk to the back again.
I forgot about that.
I was trying to find if somebody has a list of like all of the announced Tony Khan announcements and like to just kind of see what the results have been. And I feel like they've been pretty positive. The biggest letdown was when they brought in Christian, I would say. Not because it's
Yeah.
Christian, but because it was kind of teased as a bigger deal.
Mm-hmm.
But almost everything else has been like, announcing All Access, announcing Wembley, bringing Adam Cole back when he had to strip everybody of their belts after All In.
Yeah.
I fucking strip you.
They have started to name drop CM Punk on television again.
Yeah,
Of course.
they've talked about him a handful of times.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, showed video. Well, it was that MJF promo. MJF name dropped him, and they showed footage from the dog collar match.
When was this?
That was a good match though.
It was
That
either
was about last week.
last week or the week
I think I
before.
must have missed that show. I must not have seen
Yeah,
that one
because
yet.
they did promos for each of the four pillars for
Yeah.
the match.
Okay, I just
Which-
blocked that out because I
coming
definitely
up.
saw that match.
Coming up, Double or Nothing, a week after Sunday, Memorial Day weekend.
I think so. Yeah.
On the kid's birthday, the day of its fucking birthday party.
Hell
I'll
yeah.
probably be the first pay-per-view I miss. There's
Get
always
Jax
the
to
next
watch
day,
a
I guess.
fucking show. Happy birthday!
He
Time to
wouldn't
watch
care.
a wrestling.
Oh, he wouldn't care at all, but my wife would be like, "It's the birthday." I'm like, "All right."
Tell that
Let's all do
broad to
something
watch
else.
some wrestling.
Don't tell her that.
It's actually a big deal. This is the first time ever We've managed to convince the kid to have his birthday party not at the house, which is kind of exciting because that means it's not our fucking problem.
Nice.
Where are you going? Chuck E. Cheese?
They're going to your
Sounds
house,
like a-
Kelly.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that like a jump place. I think it's called Urban Air. One of those fucking places.
Oh, do they just play jump around on loop?
Yeah,
And crisscross
absolutely.
jump. And Van Halen jump.
Van Halen jumped. Yeah.
And Pointer Sisters jump up for love.
Yep.
And Third Eye Blind jumper.
Mm-hmm.
I can do this all fucking day.
Rolling Stones Jumper Jack Flash.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We just
All
did
right,
a
let's
Letterkenny
fucking call
bit.
it. I'm tired.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, we did do a Letterkenny bit.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, the Letterkenny holiday special is coming out, I think, this month.
Oh.
Ah!
I'm into it.
The
I
fucking
Love that shit.
Whenever they would tell Zoot that somebody was dead, and he'd go, "What? When?" Every single time it made me think, "Oh shit, Tom Bosley died." Classic.
Classic
All right.
Tom Bosley.
I'm all done. I'm exhausted. I'm going to bed.
Sounds good.
So now next week we'll fucking tell you what the important announcement was and which one of us was right. Whoever was the least right has to fucking, eat a pickle or something. I don't know.
I think Mahoney's gonna be right.
I bet I'm going to be right.
He's going to announce that Stone Cold and The Rock at AEW's next pay-per-view.
I tell you what, I have a distinct feeling he might be able to get one or both of those guys at some point. Wait,
All I know is
Maybe-
if he is not the mascot of a cereal next week, then I was right.
maybe not
But
The Rock.
he doesn't
because
sign The Rock. He signs him as his character from Momoa.
You mean Moana?
Yeah, Momoa. Momoa.
Rock might not work for Warner Brothers Discovery ever again, so maybe not. Maybe no
Oh, yeah,
Rock
they
in
kinda-
AEW.
They fucked that up.
Yeah. He's got a blood feud with Warner Brothers Discovery over fucking Black Adam for the rest of his life.
The greatest movie of all time.
The hierarchy of power is about to change.
Sure, Dwayne.
Like, did it though?
I mean, it did. It
Yeah,
sure
it
did.
did.
It changed violently, I feel.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're right. It sure did. It's not the way you thought it was going to be. All right. We'll be back next week with some fucking nonsense.
Some
That much we
bullshit.
can pretty much guarantee. Some bullshit's going to happen.
Yeah, this was all
yeah.
bullshit, but I think it was good.
Mhm.
It was good.
I liked it.
Yeah, fucking little
Yeah.
goosey. Yeah. Welcome back, Jose.
Thanks for
Yeah,
having me.
everybody-
I will not be here next week.
Cool.
Yeah, Jose's finally back, and we're like, all right, 90-minute show.
Yeah, no, I'm going to Mohegan Sun to do a show and play roulette.
All right.
Sounds about right.
I hear that's actually a pretty nice casino. So there you go.
Yeah, no, I've enjoyed it every time I've been down there. We've done a show the past 2 years, except for the one time that guy almost died.
What?
Oh, I remember
Did
that.
that make it
April
a bad
things.
show, or were you not there because the guy almost died?
Oh,
Well, no, we were trying to take this thing down. He
I
was up in
remember
the
that,
scissor
yeah.
lift. He had a fucking seizure.
Oh, yeah.
The guy up there with him didn't know he was having a seizure, so he's got his back to him. He's yelling at him to stop shaking the fucking lift because they're 16 feet in the air. He doesn't know what's going on. This guy wasn't able to communicate. I'm having a seizure. He drops. It's his head on a fucking screw. There's like some skin and some hair on the screw.
Oh, God.
Yeah. He lived. I mean, he fucking showed up for work 2 days later.
That's nuts.
We were almost out. Jose pulls us back in.
Yeah. So, well, play that story next week. Cut to me and say, hey, so what'd you do this week? And then just cut to that story.
We can officially call it a night. I just won my solo duos match by smashing a bunch of rocks into the final person.
Hell
alive,
yeah.
So
Nice.
Nice little 10 kill.
The last of
Solo
the
duos.
Star Wars quests drop tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was
Darth
today.
Maul, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I thought it was today I was going to do that Darth Maul, and then it wasn't. So I turned it off because I'll get there.
Yeah. You're like, what's the point?
Big update tomorrow. It should be like started early if you want to play at some point during the day because it should take a while to download. But lots of stuff coming. The whole new ranking thing is coming that replaces the arena mode, and there's no more trios, which is the worst mode.
It really is.
How often are we like, let's just play 3-person squads over trios?
In fact,
'cause
we
trios is
did
so
that
fucking
the other
hard.
night when we streamed on Twitch. You, me, and
Yep.
Mary said, fuck this trio shit. Let's go do squads. And I think we got pretty close on a squads match.
Yeah. I would much rather fight an extra person than fight a trio who's been playing Call of Duty since 2002.
Yeah.
You know?
There were so many times where we landed somewhere and then we were getting shot from all different angles all at the same time. Just unloaded on. Watch that on Twitch, though. All right, Lee, get us out of here.
Lee, tell us about your week.
Lee's sleeping.
I just want to see how long I can let it hang right now. So yeah, we'll be back next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. Jose will not be here, but we'll be here at youtube.com/panelsonpages for Jason Nyes, Jose Guzman, Kelly Harris, and a good buddy Mahoney. I am the Lord Reverend Lord. You guys talk to you guys next week. Like, love you. Bye.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
Fucking Google something.
Demonetize this.
Holy shit.
Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this.
I didn't want to say it.
Demonetize this.
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
Demonetize this.
You fucking
Google bitch.
Demonetize this.
Why you keep bugging us, YouTube?
Demonetize this.
you fucking Google ass bitch. That's it. Show's over. We're done.
See you next Tuesday.